Welcome back to Sally's Photography Clubhouse. Are you kids having a good time?
Hello to you. Welcome back to my channel. Today is our tribute of Sci-Fi September, and we're going to be doing a reaction to War of the World. Directed by Steven Spielberg. This movie was released June 29th, 2005. It is starring Tom Cruise as Ray, Dakota playing his daughter Rachel. His son Robbie in the movie is played by Justin Chatwin. We have Tim Robbins. We also have Morgan Freeman as the narrator, with other supporting roles such as Rick Gonzalez as Vincent, Lenny Veneto as Manny the mechanic, and other roles that were cut out such as Channing Tatum and Columbus Short. Now this movie is one of those movies that everybody agrees they love, but they hate the ending. We'll talk about that after our reaction. We'll also talk about how I began to like this movie, because when I first initially watched it, despite the ending, I hated it. As I matured into film and watching films and realizing what the motive are behind certain films, I learned why I didn't like this movie. So we'll talk about that later. Let's press play on War of the World. This movie is so scary because people are just going about their normal day, their normal life. It's not over the top. It's not far-fetched. It's not even making you feel like, yeah, you couldn't do that in real life. None of that. It's just normal shit. Even between him and his kids, that's normal shit. Yeah, kids will take their parents' freaking car without permission. It happens. It's just weird. And then to see this storm brewing, and of course, we see storms in the South all the time on the Eastern Seaboard. So when you see something like that, you just think, damn, that's a major thunderstorm about to happen. Not a freaking alien attack. This movie is so good on so many levels. Lightning coming down and striking like that is not near anything like 4th of July. That is scary. Real scary. And keep in mind throughout this movie as you watch it that this little girl is 10 years old. I don't think that's revealed. It is revealed how old Barbie is, but she is only 10 years old. And she obviously suffers from anxiety at 10 years old. I find that alarming. Man, this is some terrifying shit. I mean, I feel sorry for the people, and I know this is supposed to be like real life, but just watching it, your heart is going out to them because they have nowhere to hide or run from this thing. And even though people run, when it gets quiet like that, you do tend to stop running and be like, okay, now what's gonna happen? Like, this is what would happen if it went down, you know? Because people are like this. Like, there's people still running, right? You see them still running for their lives, but then you have people that's stopping to whip out that phone, because if you don't have it on video, it didn't happen, right? So, you know, well, excuse me, not the phones, camcorders. But it's just still at that, even in 2005, that was still the idea, you know, whoop, we got to get a shot of this. We got to get this on video. We got to stop and see if this is really real. Like, and they're starting to get zapped. And when they get zapped, they turn into human ashes, as if they were cremated. And even though it's CGI, it is still scary, man. Even when I watched this movie when it first came out, and as I'm watching it today, I still get the same notion. As they're getting zapped, it looks like they're being exterminated. Like they're spraying bug spray, like psh, psh, psh. we're just going down for the count. I could appreciate too the father running down the street with his daughter and snapping Ray back into, you know, the moment of you need to get to your kids because you got a daughter. That was great because he's in a state of shock when he walks through that door, and I believe anybody would be after witnessing catastrophe of that level. This has got to be the coolest up close disaster scene that I've ever watched in a film.
Are you on this plane? Are you a passenger?
Now, when I first watched this, I totally misunderstood the son's character. I thought he was an annoying little shit who just wanted to rebel and thought in his little stupid, you know, teenage 16-year-old mind that going to join the army on what they're trained to do. You're not even trained to fight. You just want to act out. I was totally misunderstood. This movie is so tense because they can't go anywhere. It's in the freaking water. Like, oh, they can't even get on a boat in here. Like, there's nowhere for you to go. Nowhere for you to go. Just imagine if you can't swim. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. And then the people are still in their cars. Oh, this is... As a whole, I know everybody is going through it, but man, we're really seeing Ray going through it because he just had to, like, basically make a choice, sacrifice to let his son just forget it. If you want to go, go, and worry about Rachel, who is the youngest and more vulnerable because she's a young little kid. And the last thing you need is to run into someone who has had a meltdown in the middle of all this chaos going on, thinking that you're just, you know, getting you some shelter, you and your daughter. Like, man, talk about as things just downhill even further. But this, for me, is meat and potatoes. There it is. No. No. This is not the time to do that. This is not the time to strike, bro. No. Yeah, just come on over. Just walk underneath it. Thank goodness for this mirror. That was close. Clever, but close. The aliens in this, they look cute, but they also look mean, you know, aggressive. Like Sour Patch Kids, you know. Is that red stuff like, is it affecting air quality, like so that we can't breathe? We do. Ew, that's human blood being pumped back into. Ew. This movie to me like tap dance on the line of sci-fi adventure and horror. Dakota, I think the of what's going on, which is, but still just with this has to do that time in that doorway. Villain rifle has to do it. Rifle get caught out the way it just happened. He's got to shut this. That was quick thinking for hitting grenade. Okay, let's talk about the ending of this movie before I get into my rating and review. This movie ending, some people didn't like, and I guess maybe that was because they wanted to see, more of us, fight the Martians and defeat them and take them down. Maybe more like an Independence Day type of ending. I don't think it was necessary in this movie to have a big over-the-top ending. I think it was clever to end it with the narration the way it began, to explain to us that the very thing that humans are immune to, the aliens are not. So when they went to go, drink our blood, they poisoned themselves. I like that idea. But I also realized that when I first watched this movie that it's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. The characters are supposed to annoy you. I mean, hell, Ray was even annoyed by his own daughter's reaction in the movie. And they're relatable. I mean, even though that happened and it aggravated you as a viewer, it's still relatable. The reaction of a 10-year-old kid in a situation where there's these monsters out of nowhere killing people. The son's reaction is what I learned later on in years down the line watching this, because I realized that his character signified that, you're gonna have to fight back. Just like Tim Robbins' character, even though he went cuckoo, he kept trying to come up with a plan, and even after the deep end, he was trying to fight back because Rachel inevitably got kidnapped. Right? So Ray had to do what he was avoiding the whole time, which is fight back to rescue his daughter. I don't think he was necessarily avoiding it because he was a coward. I think he just was trying to survive and just make it through with his kids. And what he was avoiding happened, and he made it out of it. If you have not watched War of the Worlds, the story is very much like A Quiet Place. And it's creative because, of course, with the right balance of physical and emotional acting, you don't need a lot of dialogue to make a great film. And War of the Worlds is one of them. It's suspenseful. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. Your skin is crawling. It's just a great adrenaline rush to watch. And I will recommend that you check this out. You can watch it on PlutoTV for free. And it's no charge to sign up as well. So go check out War of the Worlds. You can watch it with your family on a date night, held by yourself over a good drink and dinner. So War of the Worlds, my rating is a 9.5. It can't be perfect because there are some moments, but a 9.5 from Clubhouse 81. If you have watched this movie, leave your rating below. I want to hear from you guys. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And why? Also, if you are new to my voice in my face, subscribe to the channel. Join the fam. Come aboard. We would love to have you. As well as if you enjoyed these type of videos, there is a playlist for you to check out all of our previous monthly movie tribute reactions. Please thumbs up this video for your girl and support the channel. And I will see you guys in the next reaction. And until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace.